Aloha. Welcome to another beautiful, beautiful day on the island of Oahu. Here in Hawaii, we are at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Obviously, you saw because of the beautiful, iconic Rainbow Tower. We are on the backside by the Lagoon, and today we are going to create a walking companion video that we have been talking about doing for a while. We're starting at the Hilton Hawaiian Village right here at the Rainbow Tower, and we're going to walk all the way down to Barefoot Beach Cafe, the Pier, and it should be about a 2-mile walk. And we're not going to take a really quick pace, we're going to take a moderate pace, and it should take us about 40 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. This is not going to be like a lot of our other walking tours where we stop and point out landmarks and discuss topical events that are upcoming. This is going to be pretty much a straight walking tour. I'm not going to be responding to the comments. We're doing this as a live video. If this works out and you really like it, you really enjoy it, then we may do a produced video that's just a straight video. But I wanted you to see this as live as possible, and you can use this video as a walking companion, whether you're on a treadmill, stationary bike, and for those of you who dare to do so, maybe as a walking companion, watching it on your tablet or your mobile phone. And recognizing that, as I was saying that, I realize that a lot of you may do that. So what I will do is I will be a little bit more narrative than what I probably initially thought I was going to be, just so you don't have to be looking down at your monitor the entire time. So I will give you updates on where we are, what we're looking at, things like that, okay? But I wanted this to be as live as possible, so we didn't put music over people talking and things like that, because I want it to be as if you were doing this walk with me, okay? So I'm going to do my very, very best to not double time it and just to walk like I normally would. And maybe show you some of the things that you would be looking at if you would be walking along this same pathway. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. This is the Atlantis submarine kiosk right here. This is where you get your tickets for Atlantis submarine, and that is the Atlantis submarine right there, the Atlantis submarine dock, and that's the boat, the Atlantis submarine boat that's coming in right now. Perfect timing, how about that? This beach, believe it or not, well, I was actually shocked about it. This beach was actually named by Dr. Beach recently, in the last 2 months, as the most beautiful beach in the world. I think it is a beautiful beach. I'm not sure if it's the most beautiful beach. I think there are others that are more beautiful here in Hawaii. So some of you who have been to Hawaii have been on this walk, I'm sure, countless times. So hopefully this is bringing back some memories and allowing you to recall when you came here yourself. And if you haven't been here before, this is actually a very good walking companion video that you may be able to discern whether you'd want to do this walk yourself. It's very, very safe to do it during the day. At night, and for reasonable night hours, it's a really nice walk to do as well, because this is a very, very busy walkway up until 10, 11 o'clock at night, because many families, couples are coming back from shows or going to dinners or coming back from dinner. So it's very well trafficked. This is the Halekoa Hotel, often referred to as the military hotel. It's a beautiful, beautiful hotel. This beach here is one of the widest beaches in the Waikiki area. This beach is very popular because this is where a lot of the people sit when they watch the Friday night fireworks. 7:45 every Friday night, put on by Hilton Hawaiian Village. Today it's been off and on breezy, as it is usually here on Oahu. It's not very breezy now. It was 82, 83 a little bit earlier. This is the Halekoa's swimming pool. It's quite big. They have a negative edge pool. It's not as picturesque as the negative edge pool as shared in Waikiki, which we will see up here in a little bit, but it certainly is popular. This is one of, I believe it's 3 water slides here in Waikiki at the hotel pools. Very popular amongst the kids. The beaches here in Waikiki and almost all in Oahu really don't have what most people would determine as resort services, meaning food, drink, amenities, things like that. But what they do have is they have rentals. They have these the chair rentals. They have the umbrella rentals. They have paddleboard rentals and surfboard rentals there. And here's one of the vendors with their kiosk here. You can rent your surfboard, paddleboard, umbrellas, and they'll set them up for you too. This is a really good beach for snorkeling because you can see there are a number of reef breaks out there, so the waves are not sizable at all. Even when it's a really windy day, the waves do not get too untenable to where you can't manage them. This is the backside of Fort DeRussy Park. All that park area over there, it's a beautiful, beautiful park. They have 3 of the volleyball courts here that are usually very, very busy, very active. This beach is really good for people who are not as adept at swimming. It's a very low sloping kind of a beach, so it goes out real slow. You can go out quite far and it's not very deep. This beach, a lot like the beach at the Ala Moana Beach Park. Very similar beach, but that beach is a lot more rocky in its composition of the sand. The sand here is much softer, much finer than over there. Now we're coming up on a few buildings here on the left-hand side, most notably the Steak Shack restaurant, eatery right down here on the lower left. Right above it is the Waikiki Shore. That's a hotel apartment accommodation facility. And if you've watched many of our live streams, this is another vendor who rents out paddleboards, kayaks, things of that nature, all serviced in this beach area, and the beach area we just passed behind me. This is a really nice little bar here. Surprisingly, I've heard that their Mai Tais are not too bad, that you just wouldn't think they would be, but for some reason, I don't know why, but they seem to be quite popular. But if you've been on any of our previous live streams, you've seen in the last couple 3 weeks, we've seen some really nice turtles over here on this walkway. On that walkway there, if you go there later in the afternoon or early in the morning, those are your best chances to see turtles. But I'll be honest with you, you can literally go any time of day and see them. But that's really where you have the most chances. Right on the other side of this big white building is the Waikiki Reef, or the Outrigger Reef at Waikiki. Very nice hotel. We have 2 ways we could go. We could walk around the back side of the Outrigger Reef, which we're going to do, or we can take a left right here along this walkway and go out to Waikiki Beach Walk and then to Kalakaua. We've had requests to go on the beach side, so that's what we're going to do. Now you may or may not want to do this because when the water is high, the tide is higher, it's a little bit tense to get up on that rock that'll take you on the beautiful walkway that I really like, along the backside of Halekulani. I think it's just worth it to go that way and show you. So if you do choose to go this way, just be careful. Take your time. Have both hands free. This is the Monkey Pod restaurant that you've seen. If you watch any of our other live streams, you've noticed this very, very popular restaurant right there. There's the Monkey Pod. A wonderful restaurant. Great Mai Tais, great food, very, very popular. This beach is popular during the day when the tide is out, but as you can see, when the tide comes in, it's not great. Just not great. Normally you would see two big plastic pipes that are under here, but they're under sand right now. And this is the area I was talking about. This area right here has actually been washed out. That usually has a concrete piece in it, but it's gone now. And you may not choose to do that little step. It looks, I'm not sure really how it looks. It may look a little bit more tense than what it is. It's nothing to be worried about, really. Check out that beautiful water, huh? So we've been going about maybe quarter of a mile, half a mile. This is Le Maire. This is Orchids. That's House Without a Key. Those are three of the top venues at the Halekulani, one of our favorite hotels. I'm sure a lot of you have done this walk during the days, huh? That you've been here. Both of those restaurants here, Le Maire and Orchids, top recommendations. This House Without a Key and Earl's Beach Bar, at night they have live music here. I'm sure you've heard us speak about that a number of times. It's just a wonderful experience. So we're not walking too fast, not walking too slow, we're not stopping too much. Hopefully you're not either, just taking in some water when you need to. Best to really just keep up the pace. Don't start and stop, start and stop. It's better to always keep moving. And check this out. That's our new partner, the Holokai. Perfect timing, huh? This is the backside of the Halekulani. They say that pool is made of 600,000 mosaic tiles that were individually laid. This walk will look a little different as the tide comes in, the tide goes out, time of year, just because of the sand, the water. Just watch your step when you're going around the sand. When the sand comes way up, you want to watch your head up here on that tree because it doesn't look like much now, but if you come back in about 3 hours, that sand will have been built up and you're about 2 feet higher and you'll run right into that tree. Don't ask me how I know that. Then you just come down these stairs here, and here on the left-hand side here is the Mai Tai catamaran ticket booth. Any of the catamarans can launch from here, but they just try and leave it for catamaran for the Mai Tai. Beautiful, beautiful boat, huh? How many of you have gone on one of the catamaran tours, huh? And now we're coming up on the back side of the Sheraton Waikiki. This is called the Edge Bar, picking up the name from the Negative Edge pool. Right over here, the Infinity Pool that Sheraton Waikiki is so known for. We're just keeping up the pace, doing well, not Not going too fast, not slowing down. As you make this walk, you are met with a lot of different senses. There's smells, like there's coffee smells right now, but when you go out on the other side where this will dump us off, you get hit again with the ocean breeze, ocean smell. So you get rewarded with a lot of different sensory elements along the way. There's Rum Fire, very, very popular bar. They have great bar food, cocktails. I'm not a big cocktail person, but I understand their cocktails are quite nice. That's a shot of the negative edge pool there. Here are their cabanas, private cabanas that you can rent for the day or by the hour. All right, we've decided we're going to take the beach side. So we're going to walk this rail just a little bit and just take a look around there. That's the Sheraton Waikiki and Royal Hawaiian shared pool. There's kids pools there. There's also another water slide up there. Not as big as the one at Halekoa, but it's fun, I imagine. This is another place to watch the sunset. Sometimes people will think that they'll come along this concrete wall on Friday nights, 7:45, and see the fireworks from here, but you cannot. You can only see the glow and just a little disbursement of the fireworks, but you don't get to see the full effect. Just want to take you a really quick look. That's the Sheraton Waikiki from the back. Continuing on, we're probably about our halfway point right now. Not walking too quick, not too slow. We're going to take the beach side. So this is the world famous Waikiki Beach. I'm going to put you up a little bit higher. The sand is really, really soft. It's actually shipped in from other islands and other places around the world, believe it or not. These pink and white umbrellas are the umbrellas that you'll see rented from Royal Hawaiian right up here at that kiosk. You'll see they're setting up right now. They're setting up for their wonderful luau, but they also have this event space set up for corporate events. You can see the beach is quite, it's June right now, so it's quite busy with families vacationing. They do a good job, believe it or not, of lining up the umbrellas just to make it so, just a little bit more orderly. This is the Mai Tai bar at the Royal Hawaiian. Very, very, very popular. Great views of Diamond Head and Waikiki Beach. Waikiki Beach is if you've been here before, you know this. If you haven't, then I'll let you know. If you forgot, I'll remind you. Waikiki Beach is really, really popular because of the way the sand is and the way that the waves come in, because it's a really low sloping, very casual drop off. So like I was saying before, you can, with this beach, like the beach right there in front of Steak Shack, you can walk out quite a ways before it starts getting too deep. But as the waves come in, as you can see, they start breaking pretty close to shore. And they're very low slung waves, so it's advantageous for beginning surfers. That's why so many surfers learn to surf here. And it's so popular to do the surf lessons here. Does anybody know what's to my left? Duke's and Hula Grill. If you've been to Hawaii, if you haven't and you only researched it, you know what Duke's and Hula Grill is all about. There's a little bit better shot of Waikiki Beach. We've not had much of a clear shot because, as you can tell, it's very, very busy. Almost back-to-back umbrellas and visitors, beach bathers, or sunbathers on the beach. Here on our left is the Moana Surfrider Hotel. Popular as notably the first, but really the second, the first hotel in Waikiki. It has a very unique style among other hotels. It's a very colonial style and design. I just think it's stunning. It's beautiful. So if you're choosing the beach access, you can go straight through here. I would like to go through the hotel here just so you can see a little bit of the design. It's always good to have a little Moana Surfrider in any stream. That's their back beach bar area. Just fantastic for a longboard or an iced tea or a Mai Tai. Hi, ma'am. This is their music bandstand that they have. Really, really good local local bands, local singers up here. This is the veranda. They also have breakfast and dinner, not lunch, surprisingly. So it's the beach house and veranda here. If you've ever had lunch or breakfast here, you know how picturesque that can be. So we're just walking through. We're now probably, I would say, at least halfway point. The pace isn't too difficult, I don't think. Slower than what we normally do. And now we're coming out onto Kalakaua, and Kalakaua is the main street in Waikiki. There's actually three main streets in Waikiki. There's Kalakaua, Kahio, and the Alawai, in that order. And the Alawai, of course, is the third street over, and it runs parallel to the Alawai Canal. Now we're approaching the another notable landmark, which is Duke's statue and the police station, which is right up here. From a retail perspective, the Christmas store is right up here on the right-hand side. A lot of you have been there before. I know a lot of you are fans of their products. This is the Hyatt Grand Vacation Waikiki Beach Resort. Massive pool up there. They actually have two pools, very big jacuzzi area. Notably, they have a very nice buffet restaurant that I believe went through renovation not long ago. My pace may be a little bit too quick because I'm noticing that I'm passing up people. So if it looks like I'm going to slow down a little bit for you. So this is what most people call the main part of Waikiki Beach. These next three beach sections, there's surf rentals, scuba rentals, surf and scuba lessons they give right through there. They also rent chairs and umbrellas through here. We'll be able to say what the exact distance was when we're done. We'll post that with this video, and we'll also post the time. There's a Duke statue, but we don't want to stop. We want to just admire it a moment. pay our respects, and then move on. Keeping up the pace, not stopping, not slowing down too much, not speeding up too much. It would be interesting to know if any of you actually use this video to do your walks, or if it helps you get motivated to do other walks. Hopefully it's been presented a little bit different way other than our regular walks, to where we stop and look at things, give commentary. This, I wanted it to be just a straight walkthrough. There's the Circle Hotel, very famous simply because of its shape and almost nothing else. Eggs and Things, remarkable breakfast place. Very, very, very decorative and ornate breakfast dishes and lunch dishes as well. There's two locations for the Eggs and Things. There's this location right back here, and the other by Saratoga, catty corner from the post office. We're about 2/3 complete at the probably the 1.25 miles point, I would say, by my best guess. This is the Lagoon Beach, or Waikiki Lagoons. Just titled so because of the concrete or the rock wall that breaks the surf, making it more of a much more pleasant, flat swimming area for people that don't swim as much, for older people, small children. They're able to go out there and enjoy themselves. There aren't fish or anything that should be dangerous from the ocean. So people, families are able to just let their kids go out as long as they have flotation devices. Here is the Kai Coffee Company that started that location about a year ago, I think it was. I think it's a good use of that location. This is Cheeseburger in Paradise, and that's it. Here's some of the beautiful fountains they put in about, I guess over 20 years ago. But I think it's just a great job. Sometimes they're not always working, like this one is not working, but they're beautiful when they are. So I am going to dip in here just real quick, just because it's something that I think you would want to do on a walk. And it just gives you a little kind of a panoramic view of this beach area and part of where we came from. That's a favorite of ours, area to go out there. Some kids out there fishing. Some people launching their surfboards off that back wall. So let's hear in your comments in the comment area. Let's hear your candid thoughts about this walk. Do you like it? Is it too much? Too little? Too fast? Not interesting enough? You wish there's more engagement? What do you think? The Marriott Waikiki Beach Resort has a wonderful rooftop bar or balcony bar there. We walked right past the Alohilani while I was talking. Surfboard rental.
Cool.
It's the Twin Fin Hotel, favorite of Miss Cassie Vegas. The Twin Fin bar called Tiki's.
Like, I would have.
If you think we're going, if it feels like we're going too fast, just, you don't have to try and match our pace. I guess it'd even be difficult to match the pace, but you know what I mean. You don't have to walk fast. This is just to give you inspiration. I wanted to give you one video that was going to be an hour long, somewhat close to an hour, that you could take with you and get motivation and say, you know what, let's go to Hawaii. Let's take a walk from Hilton Hawaiian Village all the way to Barefoot Beach Cafe and listen to some, maybe watch some video of the landmarks. Again, that's Twin Fin. It's the park shore. Love that hotel. It's more of an economy class or limited service hotel compared to the resorts. Queen Kapiolani is right along the backside there. This is the Waikiki Surfers Wall, Waikiki Pier. It goes by a bunch of different names, but we've been down there a number of times. You're familiar with it. Really enjoy that place. It's a great place to end and start videos. Great place for sunrises and sunsets. Very popular with locals on this side of the wall.
Are you live?
Yes. So here's where they're putting the new movie. It's going to be sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Going to be weekly, bi-weekly as I understand it. Here's the Honolulu Zoo. Opens up at 10 o'clock, which I thought was an oddly late hour. Maybe they need to give the animals breakfast. Now we're splitting here. We're going to go to the right. Over there on the left is Queen Kapiolani Park and Kuhio Beach Park, Sansochi Beach. This is a fairly popular beach here on the right-hand side for monk seals, believe it or not. Very often when there is a monk seal on a beach in Waikiki, many times it's right there. This is the start of the Queen Kapiolani Park, like right over here. It's a 330-acre park. Beautiful. Very well maintained. Used a lot by local Little League, soccer. It's just a beautiful park, very family-centric. And right up here is one of our favorite venues of all, and I know if you've been here very long, or very often I should say, you know that place, Barefoot Beach Cafe. Great breakfast, lunch, dinner. They have live music at night, 5 o'clock on. And as you can imagine, has a very desirable view of the sunset, which is usually right straight through there. It's unobstructed. It's just a beautiful place to see the sunset because it's there's nothing really in front of it. And you have live music, Hawaiian music from locals, lots of great food. It's just a really good place to go. And this is where we're going. We're going to this pier. We're going to walk to the very end, and that's where we will end our stream. And when we're done, we will post this probably later tonight with the placard on the distance, the time, and then hopefully we'll get some of your feedback on whether you used it. It's giving you motivation to take some walks yourself. Even if you don't use it, even if you don't use the video and it's the creation of it itself just is giving you motivation, that's then it's worked for us. Look at that turtle right there. Check him out. I don't want to stop really, but there he is. He's right there, right in front of those kids. Yes, and of course, yes, always like and share the stream if you would, please. We will put this up on YouTube as well. But let us know if you like these. If you like these videos, we will have to do, we'll do more of them. As a matter of fact, I will do one that takes us from here back to Hilton Hawaiian Village if you like. To be a companion, so you could do them back to back if you feel like you want to do almost 4 miles. So this should have been about a 1.8 to 1.9 mile hike. And I call it a hike because we didn't stroll, we didn't just meander or lollygag. We weren't walking at my normal pace, but we were walking at a decent pace, I thought. I'll be able to tell you when it's all said and done. But let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, if you want more of them, and if you do, what would you like to see? We could do a walk around Chinatown. And just know that the difference between these tours is that I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping to look and talk and point out things, look at fish. There's another turtle. There's some more crabs. I'm just really just using this as a medium, or I'm sorry, as media for you to use for your own fitness endeavors. Okay. Well, that's it. You guys did it. Give yourself a hand. You went from Hilton Hawaiian Village right there, all the way along the beach, all the way along Kalakaua, all the way through the park here, and all the way down the boardwalk and the pier. Thank you very much. Aloha.